The list of frontline workers prioritized for a coronavirus vaccine includes lawmakers on Capitol Hill, and among them, Senator Marco Rubio. Rubio tweeted out a photo of himself getting vaccinated with this encouragement, quote, "I am so confident the COVID-19 vaccine is safe and effective that I decided to take it myself." Setting a good example there, right? Well, Rubio isn't exactly the model of a science-abiding citizen, because let me show you another picture. This is Rubio. This is just on November 11th, speaking before a maskless rally for the Georgia Senate contest. And the rally was such a health risk that our own correspondent, Hyung La, left because she didn't want to risk the COVID exposure. Consider that rally and every other anti-science thing that Rubio has done, and our own Anna Navarro says she thinks that means he shouldn't go to the front of the vaccine line.
Yes, Marco Rubio exercised his privilege, not the right, but his privilege to get the vaccine. What Rubio did in the rally in Georgia and in so many other public settings where he did not wear a mask was wrong. But getting the vaccine was not wrong. In fact, I'm glad that he took the vaccine, and I'm even more glad that he made it public. I would rather have all the 100 senators and the 435 congressmen and women take the vaccine. I would rather have them all lined up, take the shot one after another, and make the entire country watch it like a convention. Run the program the whole day for all I care. You cannot have Biden, Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, and George Bush get vaccinated publicly so as to improve public confidence in vaccines and ask Marco Rubio and Lindsey to not take it. It's understandable where and why the criticism is coming from. People want to expose the hypocrisy of GOP members, as a lot of them made fun of wearing masks. Not just that, remember Fox News when it went on and on about COVID is a hoax, masks are dangerous infringement, and most recently, they are starting to rev up against the vaccines.
At worst case scenario, it could be the flu.
I feel like the more I learn about this, the less there is to worry about.
I was about to say the same thing.
All the talk about coronavirus being so much more deadly doesn't reflect reality.
Quote, on the question of the coronavirus vaccine, our leaders are definitely not pro-choice. Their view is do what you're told and don't complain.
But you know who rushed his way to get his vaccine? The man who owns Fox News, Rupert Murdoch.
It is not surprising that 89-year-old Rupert Murdoch himself, who of course at that age is high risk, took a convoy of Range Rovers to get his vaccine on Wednesday via the British National Health Service, the socialized medicine provider of the UK. Murdoch even thanked essential workers and the staff of the National Health Service, an institution that is held up as this absolutely demonic specter by Fox News and American healthcare debates. And Murdoch also strongly encouraged people around the world to get the vaccine, precisely the kind of groupthink tyrannical propaganda his network was railing against. And while Rupert Murdoch is offering his kind words to the anonymous people on the ground who are doing what they can to fight the disease,
so his network did everything it can to flip-flop on COVID, has a dicey stance on vaccines, but that's on the one side. But on the other side, the man who owns it all is first among equals to get the vaccine. So the criticism is coming because what they said about COVID in the past and what they are doing now, and plenty of GOP members and Fox News absolutely deserve it. But we also have to take a pause here. There is a side benefit to what these privileged men and women are doing now. Every single time Fox News from here on out tries to move opinions against the vaccine, it will be punctured because Rupert Murdoch took the vaccine long before we, the commoners, could even touch it. And the same goes for the GOP as well. If there was anyone inside the GOP who was planning to energize the anti-vaxxer groups within the country, oh, there are plenty of them. If someone tries to do that, talk down the vaccines, his argument will get drowned out when we have public records of Marco Rubio, Lindsey and a long list of senators who have taken the vaccine. Of course, these guys will try to make a spin of their own, but those spins won't be as effective when public figures take the vaccine in a public setting. Of course, it's a privilege and we can do nothing about it. But also remember, they have the privilege because you gave it to them. Now, there is no point in complaining that they are making full use of the privilege that they were presented with. So call their hypocrisy out, but also remember what you say or what you discuss is going to make no difference because every single one of them will take the vaccine. Some have decided to do it publicly and some must have taken it quietly and be silent about it. How many of you think that the entire Trump family is yet to take the vaccine? Are you sure that Ivanka is yet to take it? Are you sure Lara Trump has not taken it? There is no way to know. But at the same time, we all know the answer to it. That's exactly the problem I'm trying to address here. It's better if everyone in the GOP and the Trump family takes the vaccine and takes it publicly. We need that to happen so as to mobilize support from GOP voters who can be easily persuaded to move the other direction and pull the country into a losing fight that we could have otherwise won very easily. The 80 million who voted for Biden, they're not the problem. We can bring them to the hospital to take the shot. Some will require a bit of effort, but it will be doable. But the 75 million who voted for Trump, inside that group, there will be a small but significant portion of people who will need some heavy lifting, some heavy persuasion to get them to accept the vaccine. And there is no way on earth a lot of these folks are going to be persuaded by leaders of the Democratic Party. We can only do that with people like Marco Rubio, Lindsey Graham, and Mitch McConnell. It's a better trade-off. So let us all hope every single senator gets the vaccine shot as soon as possible and every single representative in the Congress gets one as well. Quit complaining that they are taking it. Instead, encourage them to do it publicly. Thanks for watching. If you like it, please subscribe.
If I get it, I'll beat it.
It's a great time to just go out, go to a local restaurant.
Yeah.
Likely you can get in easily.
I am far more concerned with stepping on a used heroin needle than I am getting the coronavirus, but maybe that's just me.
Tonight, I can report the sky is absolutely falling. We are all doomed. The end is near. The apocalypse is imminent, and you're going to all die, all of you, in the next 48 hours. And it's all President Trump's fault. Or at least that's what the media mob and the Democratic Extreme Radical Socialist Party would like you to think. The coverage we are seeing from the media and the mob is beyond despicable and political, a shameful politicizing, weaponizing of, yes, the coronavirus, in what is basically just the latest effort to bludgeon President Trump.